Hey everyone, I just want to try and fix the challenge that we made, or the mistake that we made in the previous question, where I substituted the 2r squared incorrectly. Right, so just to quickly have a look at it. So what we started with was this question. Remember, this was given as 90 degrees here, right? And the question was, if it is further given that SR is equal to RK, right? So SR is equal to RK. So those two are equal there. They wanted us to calculate, or rather to prove, that ST is equal to root 6 RK. Right, so we're proving that ST, which is this guy here, right, is equal to root 6 of RK, right? So we're relating that side ST to RK. Now let's start. In this case, we said, first of all, we know that from Pythagoras, ST squared, remember it's a 90-degree triangle, so ST squared will be equal to TK squared, okay, so this side here, okay, squared, plus SK, that entire side, plus SK squared, right? So, but we know that SK in this case is actually equal to SR plus RK, but those two are equal, right? So we know that ST squared is equal to TK squared, okay, plus, now SK we said is made up of SR plus, so that's SR plus RK. Okay, this is all squared, right? Because we've added them to each other. But we know that SR and RK are equal, right? So I can substitute SR for RK. So that makes that 2RK, right? So that becomes 2RK. I hope you get that. So that's 2RK. And so what this simply means is that ST squared is equal to TK squared plus 4RK squared. Okay, right, I hope that makes sense, ladies and gents. Now, we call this equation 1, right? And then we used, in this case, the congruency here, or rather the similarity between triangle SPK, right? And in this case, we simply are going to say SP. Remember, if triangles are similar, then it means their sides, in this case, are proportional, right? So then we've got SP over, all right, PR, okay? So SP over PR is equal to PK over RK. So that's PK over RK, right, which is equal to, right, the last one is SK over PK. So that's SK over PK, right? And remember, we're going to say this is a proportionality theorem, right? Okay, so in this case, we now are trying to relate RK, right? So in this case, where RK is over here, but I can see something else that we actually would like to have. So we've got RK, right, as well as that PK that we're going to try and replace there, because PK is equal to TK, right? So I'm going to cross multiply these, okay? So I'm going to take this one out. So that means PK times PK is PK squared, okay, is equal to, now when I multiply these two, I get RK times SK, right? Now, I want you to please be aware in this case. So we've got RK, which is what we want, but what is SK? SK, once again, is this entire side. And we said we can express this side as 2 times RK. So PK squared, okay, is RK multiplied by 2 times RK. Okay, so this is where I made the error in the previous one, right? So pk squared is equal to, so this gives me 2rk squared, right? So that's rk times rk, which is rk squared, but we've got that 2 there. Right, now, but remember that pk and rk are equal. Remember, we're given that in this case. You can see they showed us that pk and rk are equal. So we can go and substitute pk squared for tk, right? So that means st squared is equal to, so instead of tk, right, I'm going to put pk squared plus 2, plus 4rk squared, right? Plus 4rk squared, which is from this guy here, plus 4rk squared, right? But we know that pk squared is equal to 2rk squared. So this will be 2rk squared plus 4rk squared. All right, I'm sure you can already see it. Okay, so I'm going to take this down. So this is going to be 2rk squared plus 4rk squared, which gives us 6rk squared. So it means that st squared is that. So it means if I want to find st, take the square root on both sides. In this case, I'll have the square root of 6 rk squared. Square root of rk squared will give us rk. And that, in fact, ladies and gents, is how we prove that part. I hope that makes sense, right? I made an error in the previous question, right? Because I squared the entire thing. So I hope that fixes it and it makes sense. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Shap shap.